65 years ago, Mattel introduced the world to the Barbie doll.
Yeah, from first appearing in her iconic black and white striped swimsuit to becoming the subject of the highest-grossing film of 2023, the Barbie brand is universally known and loved.
Yeah, but one fan has gone above and beyond. Meet 53-year-old Rachel Evans. Hello, Rachel.
Hello.
Rachel says she's the world's oldest living Barbie, and she's with us now. Wow, look at that outfit.
You look incredible, but you're only 53, so it's not that old. Calm down with the old. I mean, you're not far off that, are you, darling?
Exactly.
Sweetie. Anyway, tell us, where did this fascination come from? Did you even have a Barbie doll?
So the fascination with Barbie and wanting to look like Barbie started in my mid-30s. I was an actor and model, skinny, blonde hair, and at the time, the only aesthetic that I had to work with was the Barbie plastic toy doll by Mattel.
Yeah.
And so that's where it really started, when people said to me, "You look like a Barbie doll." And I was like, really? But as my hair got longer and blonder, I looked into the Barbie aesthetic, started doing procedures to get the same contours and the Barbie face.
Because back in the day, before, when you were a kid, you were a goth, right? When you were at school.
Yeah, so I was bullied at school for looking like a China doll because I had very pale skin, dark hair, and then in my teens, I was gothic.
Look at you. Beautiful child.
Thank you. So I was an ex-athlete at school as well, so I kind of escaped the bullies. But during my teens, later I became gothic. So I dyed my hair blue-black.
Yeah.
I experimented with style like a lot of late teens and early 20s people do. And then I had a tomboy phase where I dressed in men's suits because I was kind of going through these like fashion phases. But yeah, it was 35 when I started the quest to look like Barbie.
It's quite old to start, isn't it? 35 to look like
Barbie.
Because you think, but mostly there'll be a childhood thing.
Do you think it was maybe people telling you that you look like Barbie, and was it a bit of a buzz?
Yeah.
Is it adoration a little bit?
Yeah, it was interesting because it was one of my best friends at the time who said it. I didn't see it at the time because obviously I was a model and I was very skinny, so I think they looked at the stereotypical Barbie. But also, to answer your question, I didn't actually have a Barbie doll as a child.
You didn't?
I had a Cindy doll with a broken arm from a charity shop.
So when did it escalate? Like, when did you have your first treatment, and how did it snowball from there?
So my first treatment was roughly about the age of 35. I'd been grieving for the loss of a stillborn baby twin, so I killed...
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. I went into therapy and I'm OK now. But I went into therapy, and during that time I had to kill off the gothic because it reminded me of death. And I bleached my hair, it fell out, and then I started to actually regrow my hair because it had to be all cut off. So I went through that phase. And so 35, I started having Botox. And then the more procedures I had to iron out the wrinkles and lines on my face, the more I was pursuing the Barbie facial, plastic, fantastic, wrinkle-free look.
Yeah.
And it went into
You'll do one thing, and then it shows up something. Like when you do decorating in your house, you go, you know what, I could do that room now.
Yes.
I suppose it's the same with having Botox.
Exactly.
You're like, oh, I could do that wrinkle, that one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's quite addictive, isn't it?
It's addictive, and I was admittedly, you know, I'm going to be doing this till I'm 80, plastic fantastic, but I carried it through my 30s to 40s.
Yeah.
And to this day, it's only just recently that I decided to work with the Margot Robbie Barbie aesthetic, which is more natural.
Yeah.
So what was that? What was the moment? Because like Alison says, you can go down that rabbit hole and then you commit your life to it. And if people want to do that, then fair play to them. But what was it? What was the moment for you that you thought, well, actually, I'm kind of done with this now?
We're done with. So I haven't really said to myself, I'm done with it. I just said Barbie evolves as a plastic toy doll by Mattel. It's inclusive. Barbie's inclusive of all body shapes, skin tones, makeup looks, fashions, heights.
I mean the plastic stuff.
So for me, the plastic look wasn't a day where I said, I'm done with it. I just evolve, and it was like, OK, I'm going to move with the times now, which is a more natural aesthetic, because I wanted to look more like Margot Robbie Barbie, because my best friend, who's my real life Ken, he's my best friend, he said, your lips are too big, your cheeks are overfilled. And I'm like, no, they're not. But then one day I thought, let me just look at this. And so I've not had a lot of procedures, and I'm getting thin lips, less pillow cheeks, and hopefully promote a better message in the media to help women say, you don't have to plump up your lips and get, you know, overly filled and have the plumped cheeks. A natural look is often better.
But do you
I
not
think
think
you look beautiful.
Those are choices from people. Like, if you hadn't had that kind of moment of of realisation for you, we probably wouldn't be sat here, we probably wouldn't be having that conversation. I mean, it's not the aesthetic that I particularly like, but it's not, you know, but I'd never judge anyone else for doing it to themselves.
I think I went too far there, and I've not really spoken about it before, but my mum died of cancer several years ago, then my twin sister committed suicide. So I think I hid behind my face, and I think that addiction to going big lips, bigger cheeks, and not one wrinkle in sight, you know, that went a bit too far. And as I came out of grieving, I think I kind of woke up to listening to people around me who really love me, and they're not afraid to say, no, I don't like this. Please think of doing it differently. And that's what I've done.
It's really interesting hearing you that. I didn't know the story about your sister and stuff like that, but it's like it's covering up pain, isn't it? A little bit covering up of pain, I would have said.
It's hard for me to see that. I kind of get a blank page. Yeah, I guess so.
What about the Barbie movie? Did you love that?
Yeah, I loved the Barbie movie.
It was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah, I saw it before it was released at the cinema, because I did a shoot with one of my real-life Kens, Rich Pelly. Shout out to Rich.
Hi,
He's
Rich.
a writer. And so I got to see the movie, then I saw it again. So I've seen it 4 times with my friends, my bestie Ken friend, Steve.
How many Kens you got? You got a lot of Kens.
I've got quite a few best friends.
A lot of Kens in the locker.
Yeah, I've got different
I've got a lovely Dermot Ken.
Well,
but they're not romantic. They are best friends.
I'm definitely not your only Ken. Well, listen, thanks a million for coming to chat to us. It's a really interesting story. The Design Museum has launched a Barbie exhibition, which I'd love to, really want to go and see. Have you been down yet?
Not yet. It's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And good luck with your book as well, because I know you're doing really well with that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.